is no time. There is no time to waste. Let us quickly shoot it. Let us go straight to what the ex-lawyer of Mary, or less ex-legal advisor of Mary, wrote in response to the letter sent by our legal team. Wahala, wahala, everywhere is on fire right now. So here it writes: response to the cease and desist notice, cyberstalking, cyberbullying, gaslighting, malicious falsehood, public shaming, and information against Mrs. Mary Edochie. He said he acknowledged the letter receipt delivered to his office in Ikoyi, Lagos, 2025, which bears the date August 21, 2025. I recall that on August 21, you had sent me a similar letter containing an incorrect address. Now let us jump all of those hula balo of, whatever. Let's go to the crux of the matter. Upon seeing your letter disseminated on Miss Yul Edochie verified Instagram account the same day it was delivered to my office, I was convinced of her involvement. I must express my concern that your letter failed to acknowledge the professional relationship between Ms. Yul Edochie and our organization, which forms the basis of my previous statements about her. I would expect transparency from both you and your client. However, the letter reflects a level of insincerity that has characterized Ms. Yul Edochie dealings with us. Nevertheless, I shall address your letter on its merit as follows. 1. Everything I have posted about Ms. Yul Edochie in the past 3 years, during which our firm has represented her, is true, necessary, justified, and appropriate. It is notable that you have not provided any specific details to substantiate your claims of cyber stalking, cyber bullying, gaslighting, malicious falsehood, public shaming, or defamation against her. 2. Your demand for monetary compensation is unfounded, as there are no legal, logical, or common sense grounds to support such a claim. Ladies and gentlemen, are you following? 3. One day before you delivered a corrected version of your letter, there was widespread misinformation on social media asserting that Ms. Yul Edochie had sued me through your law firm. This assertion was false, leading me to question your firm's role in propagating this misleading narrative. As a result, I faced trolling, defamation, and bullying from thousands of Ms. Yul Edochie supporters online, which I believe was the intention behind such false publications. I think this number 3 is weak. You cannot you cannot hold the law firm for widespread misinformation. You cannot. 4. On the same day you delivered your letter, Ms. Yul Edochie posted on Instagram transforming your simple demand letter into a social media spectacle designed to instigate hostility, bullying, and vicious falsehood against me and my organization. This action incited hostile attacks from over 4,000 of our supporters, resulting in substantial harassment across various social media platforms. 5. Since July 6th, 2025, Ms. Yul Edochie has, through her agents, engaged in a relentless campaign of calumny, defamation, and cyberbullying against me, simply because I advised her as a representative and advisor to encourage our supporters. I think he wanted to write to discourage our supporters on bullying, but he said to encourage our supporters to reduce their bullying activities directed at an estranged husband. She and her supporters have disseminated numerous falsehoods about me, causing me irreparable embarrassment and economic losses, which continue to this day. 6. I have considered initiating a lawsuit against her for the harm she has caused. However, I have refrained from doing so out of concern for how it would appear to be suing a woman who once sought my assistance. I have silently endured unacceptable behavior. However, now that you are pursuing a lawsuit against me, I welcome this opportunity as it would allow me to countersue her for damages likely to be assessed at much higher amount than what you are currently seeking. Therefore, please proceed with your suit despite its baseless nature. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Sincerely yours, Emeka Ugwonye Esquire, President, Founder, DPA International. Ladies and gentlemen, this is DPA International Foundation, 3B Reeve Road, Suite 8, Ikoyi, Lagos. Phone number, email. And this is to Great Law Partners, Suite 9 East Pavilion, Tafa Balewa Square, Onikon, Lagos. Attention, Esther Chinaza Fijo Esquire. Well, it is what it is. I do believe strongly that more of this is going to surface, and it is going to shed more light into what we are talking about. I mean, you know how these things are. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is what it is. Mary, she had to put all of this out there so that the world will know, and probably Maynation will know, that she has no business to do with Mr. Emeka anymore. Now, one would ask, what happened between them? Was it Emeka's unprofessionalism or suggestion or advice? Or May felt that Emeka was not rooting for her anymore, like, I pay you to advise me, or I pay you to do what I want. I don't really know what went wrong. Maybe she felt, Emeka, why will you be advising me to advise my people, like Maynation, to stop dragging you, Edochie, when you know that they started this dragging, this stroll? They even did videos. Why do you want my people to stop? Don't you know they are my defense? Don't you know they are the one that chased in the dogs? Why do you want me to tell them to stop? And don't forget that this fan base are the ones putting money into my pocket. What kind of advice is this? Are you working for you, Edochie? What's your business with the sensibility or the emotional or whatever mental health of you, Edochie? Is you, Edochie, your client? Or is Judy Austin your client? Why? Why will you be advising me to tell anybody to do anything? Let you, Edochie, tell them, do not tell me to stop anybody from dragging anybody. Whoever wants to drag anybody can drag anybody. I am not here to advise or to address this matter. Face your job and what you're paid for. Simple as ABC. Well, now that it has come to this, when push comes to shove, something must definitely give.